Alright, boys and girls, we got a 9-gamer. I'm gonna try to breeze through this. Cade Cunningham, 10-5. I've been playing a lot of them. The real deal. Like 50 fantasy points is like his floor. Absolutely in play. Matchup proof. What you're looking for is a close game. I can understand you saving 500 and getting a maxi because he's been absolutely dependable this season. Plus, there's going to be no Embiid as Embiid is not playing on the back-to-back. So either or are fine. Edwards are in play. Fuck Trae Young. Scotty Barnes, you could take a shot at him, but I'm not really interested in him. I'm not really interested in Morant. This is me personally. They're good plays, but I'd rather get to Cunningham and Maxey or even Edwards. Lillard's an okay play. I'm not enthusiastic to play him neither. I like Mitchell. I don't mind Mitchell. Heroes in play. Steph, I'm over. You know, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just. I don't. I have no desire to play Stephen Curry. Hasn't been hitting 40 fantasy points. He's been taking the shots. He just hasn't been hitting it. He's not hitting his shots. We know something's wrong with Golden State. It's just very messy, and we're trying to win money. We're not trying to be playing people in drama, not fulfilling their potential. So no Kyrie for me. If he ended up being the last person in, actually, he would never be my last guy in because I'd rather play Fox. These guys on a new team. You know, it's Fox, it's Wemby, then it's the other guys. It's not Fox and Sabonis and DeRozan. It's a little bit different. I expect him to have a big game. Fire up Fox. McCollum, absolutely in play. Is Wiggins is what the fuck is his name? Zion playing? Yeah, okay. Anyway, McCollum's an okay play, but at 8K there's a lot of other plays around him I like to get to. Murray is very risky. He could win you a tournament or he could send you to bed early. He's in the player pool. Garland's a good play. He's an okay play. Doesn't really play well against Boston, but against everybody else, he's a good play. Daniels is all right. Giddy's been playing better. I don't mind him. No Russell for me at 66. I don't like his minutes. Jordan Poole, I don't think I need. Keontae George. 27, 24, 31 minutes. He's an okay play. Chris Paul may not even play unless they're trying to trade him because they're saying that he has a hurt finger. So we'll see how that shakes out. We got a whole 20 hours, 19 hours before a lot is going to happen because I think we got 2 more days to the trade deadline. So don't be surprised if they trade Chris Paul. Like, what do you need him for now? You got a lot of guards. You got a decent team. You don't need Chris Paul. You got Fox. Somebody that's going to do exactly what Chris Paul is doing and score himself. You don't need Chris Paul. Get him out of there. Quickly, we want his restrictions to be alleviated a little bit. Castle gets a bump if there's no Paul. Collier, if he starts, he's fine. Last man in type deal. Keon Johnson. These Brooklyn guys are risky, but I guess if he's your last man in, fine. If Ben Simmons is out, Keon Johnson gets a little bit of a bump. I'm not interested in Alvarado off the bench at 5K. Lonzo Ball is washed. Conley, if you're desperate. No Mitchell for me. Rozier. This guy's been so bad. Try to find other options. If you get stuck with Rozier, fine, but try to find other options because he's been awful. The rest of these guys down here, I'm not going to be looking at right now unless we get more news and they become viable. Let's go to shooting guard. Paul George, we'll see what's going on with him, but fuck him. You know, you don't finish games, you're unreliable. So fuck him and fuck that. Give me Trey Murphy at 8,100. I'd rather play Trey Murphy with Zion than Paul George because he's going to do what? Get a paper cut, not come back out? Stomp his toe at halftime and not come back out? I'm done with the games. These guys don't give two fucks about basketball. Fuck that. Oubre, if George is out, he gets a bump. Kobe White's in play, Vassal's in play, Clarkson's in play. Koulibaly, if you're playing a lot of lineups, Braun is in play. No Brogdon for me. Nick Smith is in play. If there's no Mitchich, Nick Smith gets a bump. Zaire Williams, I don't know why his price will go up, but whatever. If he's your last man in, fine. But make sure he starts. Hawkins Jr. if you're desperate. Nobody else really stands out to me. All right, let's go to small forward. All right, Barrett. He has. They say health and protocols. I don't know if he has COVID or what. We'll keep an eye on Barrett news. Marketing, no thank you. Wiggins, no thank you. They're trying to trade Wiggins also. Let's see how that shakes out. If he's your last man in, he's kind of spicy for that price. But like 6.8K, Curry's available, but he's the secondary scorer. I guess if he's your last man in, whatever. Daniels is in play. McDaniels is in play. Porter. People are gonna play Porter, and he's gonna shit the bed. I already see it. I see it in my crystal ball because he had himself a good game. I already see this. I already see it happening. I already see it. Everybody's gonna play him. He's gonna be 65% owned. He's gonna have 20 fantasy points, and people are gonna be all on Twitter jumping off buildings. I already see this shit happening. Porter's in play, but don't go crazy. Hunter, you can take that shot if he starts again. Even better. DeSumno's in play. Harrison Barnes, you could take a shot on. Josh Green is trash. Richard Shear's in play. I want to say Gigi Jackson's in play. He got 28 minutes last game. I think Brandon Clark was out. Let's just do a little bit of let's double check. Let's see what's going on in Memphis. It will help if I could find Memphis. Okay. So all your guards are available. And Bane is out. That's what it is. Bane is out. If Kennard starts, play him. Aldama's in play. Okay, so Gigi Jackson should get some minutes. Makes sense. All right, cool. So Gigi Jackson is in the player pool, but still pay attention to Memphis news. Okay? All right, so we got Jackson. Anybody else down here? I want to say LaRavia, but they all play the same position. So just really wait for Memphis news and then figure out which pieces you want to take shots on. Maybe if you're playing multiple lineups, split up your Memphis pieces, like your secondary pieces. Put maybe Jackson in one lineup. Maybe put Aldama in another, shit like that. Not everybody's going to go off. All right, before we go to Power Forward, if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you don't have time to wait for news, you don't have time to do your own research, you don't have time to wait for starting lineups, you want me to send you my finalized, optimal, updated lineups right before lock, check out the Patreon, linked in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. Everything else should be in the description. Let's go to Power Forward. It is a 9-game slate, so I'm just trying to get through this. Giannis 11-8. That team is awful. If you take Giannis off the court and Lillard off the court, that team is fucking god awful. Giannis 11-8. Fire him up. Miles Bridges is in play. Zion should have a bounce back game. Jaren Jackson's in play. Mobley's in play. Bam is in play. Collins, 6.7K, 32 minutes, 39 fantasy points. Getting your rhythm back, buddy? All right, fire up John Collins. Nas Reed's in play. Kuzma's waiting for a trade, so when he gets traded, then I'll play him. Because he's absolutely holding back. And he said some shit already that he ain't happy, so I'm not playing Kuzma. Tobias Harris if you're desperate. Jovic is in play at 5,200. Adama's in play. Sohan's in play. Kelvin Johnson's in play. But, secondary pieces, value pieces. Buzelis is in play, 4K. And Boucher is sick. If Boucher can't go, all right, we'll talk about Boucher in 45 seconds. Hold that thought. Jokic, 12-8, fine value, play him. Wemby, 10-8, fine value, play him. Mark Williams, absolutely in play. Vooch is in play, 8,200. Gobert, price is coming back up, 6,800. He's in play. Kessler, Jared Allen, Okongwu, Duren are in play. Back to Boucher. Pirtle's out. If Pirtle is out, he better be out. Leaving mid-game like a little bitch. He better be out. If Pirtle can't go and they start Olynyk's in play. If Boucher is out and they start Olynyk, then Olynyk becomes an even better play. I don't trust Olynyk if he starts. I don't trust Toronto, but if there's no Boucher, then I trust him just a little bit more. The fuck is Toronto at? So, Boucher out, Olynyk starts, great. Pirtle out, Boucher out, Olynyk starts, even better. Robinson he's in play also, but I'm not going to go that route because they could just let him sit on the bench and they could play Mogbo if he's not in the G League. I don't know where the fuck he's at. So, no Pirtle, they start Olynyk, fire up Olynyk. No Pirtle, no Boucher, they start Olynyk, shove Olynyk straight up your ass. Okay? Okay. Let's go back to center. Let's wrap this up. Where we at? Pirtle. Ware's in play. Price dropped a little bit, so good for us. I don't trust Valanciunas. I don't care if he had a good game. I'm not chasing it. He started a good handful of games now. Finally hit 40 fantasy points. I'm not going to chase it. If he's my last man in, how much is he? 6K? If he was my last man in, wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'm not chasing him. Claxton if you're desperate. Missy if you're desperate. If there's no Brandon Clark, give Edie a bump. Diabate has been decent, but we don't need Diabate when we have Mark Williams. Diabate only when there's no Mark Williams. Okay. And Jackson Davis got benched. How much is he? 4,300. Yeah, okay. Whatever. All right. I think we're going to end it on that note. We got through everything we needed to get through. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. It's free to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, if some of y'all didn't know. It's free to join the Patreon, if some of y'all didn't know. But once you get into Patreon, then you got to pick a tier if you want to, get lineups from me. But pick a tier, whichever one suits you. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go on and get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.